Hey y'all, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out another one of my videos. And today I'm super excited because not only am I going to be showing you guys and reviewing the new Theyre Real Magnet Mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, but I'm also going to be comparing it against one of my favorite mascaras, the Maybelline Sky High mascara, and we can see if this new mascara has anything special to it that makes it better than what's already out there or worth the higher price tag than its drugstore competitor. When Benefit Cosmetics launched their new Theyre Real Magnet Mascara, which is supposed to be a new and improved and just more amazing formula and mascara than their original Theyre Real mascara, I was super curious, and since Benefit did send it over to me in PR, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and do a video. And not only do I want to give you guys my review of this mascara because I've been trying it for over a week at this point, but I also want to compare it against a favorite of mine from the drugstore because if you're new to my channel, I love to go very affordable when it comes to mascara, and I rarely ever spend the money for a high-end mascara. So I always see new mascaras, especially more high-end and expensive mascaras, and wonder if it really does have anything special over the drugstore mascaras. So in today's video, we're going to be comparing it, as I said, against the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This mascara is amazing. I've done a video dedicated solely to this and comparing it to another favorite mascara of mine. I'll leave that video linked up here, but ever since I did do that video, I have been in love with this mascara, and this is my second tube that I just opened for this video so that we could have two brand new tubes of mascara to compare against each other in today's video. Now, the reason I like to do these new mascara review videos in this way is that when it comes to new mascaras, well, I think it's fun to see how it looks compared against like no lashes or whatnot. I always find it very frustrating for me personally as someone who is curious about new mascaras to compare it to the side with no mascara. It's always like, well, obviously it's going to look impressive on no mascara. So I've always been that person to be on the other end watching these videos going, well, what would it look like compared against your favorite mascara? Now that would be the true test. Does this new mascara beat out your old favorite? And so that's kind of where the series idea came to be. And if I see a new mascara that I'm very curious about, or if I'm sent a new mascara in PR, I like to sit down and do these little bonus videos and give you guys a comparison of the new mascara against my tried and true, one of my all-time favorite mascaras. And for today, it's going to be the Maybelline. I have many favorite mascaras. They're all almost from the drugstore, though I do like the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. But anyway, I decided to pick this one. I asked on Instagram, this one was winning by far this morning, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say in my intro. I have been testing this for over a week at this point, so this is not a first impression when it comes to my review. I have a full review to share for you guys, so I hope you guys are excited about that. So let's go ahead and jump into my Instagram shout out, and then we'll get right into the demoing of these mascaras, and at the very end we'll come back here and I'll give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions on the new Benefit Theyre Real Magnet Mascara. Before we do that though, let's go ahead and do my Instagram shout out for today. And for today, I'm going to be highlighting this commenter from my most recent Instagram post. They left this really sweet comment and it just stood out to me, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to comment on my posts over on Instagram. I really do appreciate it. And you are my Instagram shout out for today. Alright, welcome to the up close of my eyeball. But yeah, here's the mascara. Let's go ahead and put it on. I'm going to be putting it on my left side here, and if you haven't seen this one up close and personal, it looks like this. I tend to like these type of wands. They're more of a plastic tip bristle, and they're very short and spiky, and that just tends to work really well for me. I like to start with the new mascara first, the one that I'm really wanting to, test out and show you guys, because that way you guys could see what it looks like with no, mascara. I can compare it to that side, and then afterwards I'll put on a mascara that I really enjoy, and that way we can test it out and see how good this new mascara is, or if it's anything new or special than what's already available or what might already be cheaper. So anyway, we're gonna put it on this side. I don't curl my lashes, just to throw it out there. I never really have, so I'm not gonna do it for this video because I don't usually curl my lashes. I think it's just a lazy issue. But anyway, let's put this on. We're gonna do one coat, and then I'll show you guys up close, and then we'll probably do a little bit more. Okay, so this looks pretty good for my first coat. Like, this is something that if I was in a rush and throwing on mascara, I would feel like all of my lashes are coated. They're all defined, and I could go run out the door. And I think also too, the biggest critique I get with these videos is I put on too much mascara, so I'm trying to hold myself back, because something I notice is like everyday life I just throw on mascara and go, but then when I'm doing it for a video I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm doing it for a video, and I just apply more and more and more. So I'm trying to rein it in and think more realistically of how I would do it. So here we go. Let me get in close. I'll crop this in as close as I can with it still being, not blurry and all that, but that way you guys can see this is mascara and no mascara. kind of look up. Let's go ahead and do another coat, mainly because if I do have the time, I would want a little bit more bulk up here probably, just because I feel like it's a little sparse, and then any more length and curl that I can get, I'm always happy with. Okay, I'm gonna go do a little bit more in here. I will say that the brush isn't huge, but it also isn't small, so it makes it a little tricky to get my really tiny lashes in here and also my lower lashes. So just figured I'd throw that out. Okay, and I'm pretty much done putting on mascara. I'm just trying to fluff and divide them and get a little something going on out here. Out here I always feel like it's a little short and stubby compared to the rest of my lashes. I'm always a little sparse. Okay, so here it is with 2 coats, and this is something I'd be very happy with. As I said, I'd probably be happy with just that 1 coat. So yeah, this is how it looks with the new, what's it called? Benefit Theyre Real Magnet Mascara. And I know I would forget, but let's go ahead and put it on the lower lashes. I'm pulling it back out, but I never like re-dip. I'm just kind of going for it. And as I said, like, the brush isn't huge, but it's definitely a little larger. I wish it tapered more at the tip, kind of like the next, you know, the mascara, the Maybelline one we're going to use in a second. With it, if it angled and kind of tapered off and came to more of a point, it'd be a lot easier for me to just use that point to grab these lashes, because my lashes just are very thin and sparse, and I've lost count of the times that I have touched my skin and just made a mess with mascara, so I'm always very cautious. But I want to coat and define the lashes that I do have, so it's a bit tricky with this. It's definitely not my ideal wand / mascara that I would prefer to use on my lower lashes. Okay, so now this is the completed side. I'll give you one more look here, kind of looking away. Okay, and now moving over to the Maybelline side. This mascara has been newly opened just like the Benefit one. I believe I opened them a couple days separate, so this is a touch more, you know, newer than this one, but I opened them relatively close together, so they're relatively new tubes. I felt like that was a good comparison to get. And then if you haven't seen, I'll go ahead and show you. This is what the Maybelline wand looks like, and I can go ahead and show you guys a comparison of the two. But anyway, here are the two. The bottom one is the new Benefit one. I'm so sorry if I'm shaky. I drank a lot of coffee this morning. But anyway, there's the difference, and as you can see, as I was saying about the bottom lash, I like how this one tapers a little bit so that it just makes it easier to get my bottom lashes, but they're both plastic bristles, which I like, so they're a good comparison, and the Maybelline's cheaper, so I figured that'd be a good comparison too, to see if a cheaper mascara is better. Sorry, I probably should have focused you back on my eye when I was doing that last part, but let's go ahead and apply the Maybelline mascara. I just dunked it in once and we're ready to go. Okay, there's one coat. And also, just so you know, whenever I do these videos, I always make sure when I speed up the clip of me applying that I keep them both the same. So if I do this 2 times the speed, I'm also going to do this side 2 times the speed, so you guys can still, you know, not have to sit there and watch the whole thing, but still get a gauge of how quickly and the time difference of applying the mascara. Because I feel like for this one, I didn't spend half as long as I did on this side to get, honestly, pretty similar results. So here we are, nice and up close. And remember, the Benefit side has 2 coats and the Maybelline side only has 1 coat at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and put another coat on, but just so you guys can see the first initial coat. Again, this is a coat that if I was in a rush, I would just do this 1 coat of the Maybelline Sky High and I'd be happy. But I honestly think they're pretty comparable. I mean, there are little differences, and especially when we do the next coat, I feel like there's definitely a little bit of a difference there. But something too that I want to throw out is that when I was testing this, I actually started with my original Sky High tube. I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen right here when I opened opened this original one, and it's a little bit dried out, and because it is a little bit more dried out, I found that it was almost identical to the Benefit side, the Theyre Real Magnetic Mascara, because this formula is a bit more of a drier formula than compared to the Sky High when you first open it. This is definitely more of a liquidy formula. I mean, it's still thick, it's not liquid, but it's a little bit more liquidy and wet, whereas this one is just a little bit more dry. So I thought that was interesting to note that this formula reminded me of like a however month-old formula of the Sky High one. And when I did my lashes that first morning, when I used the older one with this one, that was the first mascara I wanted to compare it against, and I didn't want to use my new tube yet. I compared it against my old Sky High, and they were identical. So anyway, let's go ahead and apply one more coat of the Sky High mascara from Maybelline just to make it even, and then I'll do my bottom lashes as well. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I could keep going, but honestly, I feel like I'm just going to get a little bit more and more clumpy, and I like how this is. It's very defined down here, but it still comes out a good bit and flares a little bit. I wouldn't mind this getting a little bit more separated, but as I said, the Sky High mascara, the formula is definitely a lot more wet the first couple weeks. But after like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, it dries up a bit and it's like a perfect formula. And like I said, I've had this tube. I had no plans to throw it away anytime soon because it still was working great, even though it's however many months old. But I grabbed a new one for the purposes of this video. I just figured it'd be more fair to compare a new tube of mascara to a new tube of my favorite mascara. So anyway, I'm just going to do my lower lashes. And as you can see, like, I just feel like this tip makes it so easy for me to catch my tiny little lashes without making a gigantic mess. I really like the wand on this one for especially lower lashes, but also the inner corner lashes because mine are just so tiny. But yeah, super easy, and I can just kind of go over, and I'm not sweating as much as I was on this side. Like, I feel like I could have gotten a little bit more definition here in my lashes if I had used, like, you know, this mascara, because it's just able to get it so well. Okay, so last time getting super up close and uncomfortable, but here is the final result. We have the Benefit Theyre Real Magnetic Mascara on my left side, and then on my right is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara that I have been absolutely loving. So yeah, here we are. As you guys can see, the difference is you have to let me know down in the comments which side you prefer. Okay, now that we've done the close-ups, we can go ahead and transition over and back to Katie and a more reasonable distance out and not so up close to my eyeballs. Okay, so what do you guys think? This is a little bit farther away so you guys can see. I honestly have a very hard time telling a difference, and that's something that I noticed throughout my testing of this Theyre Real Magnet Mascara. And as I said, I've been testing it about a week, and every time except the first time I did on both eyes, but every other time after that I would put this on one eye, but then I would put another mascara on the other side just to get a good feel and comparison and see how they wore throughout the day compared to each other. So to give you a little reference point of the mascaras that I tested it out against, I did the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, I did against the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara, against obviously the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I did this a few times, and then also the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. So that's a total of 4 mascaras that I compared it against. Oh, I almost forgot. I also did against the Warrior Lash Princess Mascara. So a total of 5 mascaras that I compared it out against throughout the course of this week, and over that period of time I've definitely gotten a good feel for this mascara and a good feel for my thoughts on it. And my overall thoughts and opinions and review of this mascara is that it's a nice mascara. But it's not anything extraordinary, it's not anything super new or unseen, and it's not anything that would give me results on my lashes that are that different from most drugstore mascaras. So for me, when it comes to this mascara, where I sit here and go like, this is a nice mascara, yet I can go to the drugstore and for under $10 get a mascara that does just the same, if not better, than this mascara. I will say the one up that I feel like this has is that when it comes to removing of this mascara, especially compared to the Sky High mascara, it's relatively easy to get off your lashes with just an eye makeup remover, whereas the Sky High mascara definitely takes a little bit more work and a little bit more time to remove than this one. So that definitely has a little plus, a little pro versus con in my opinion. It's just a lot quicker at night. But when that is kind of out of the way, the removing of it, putting on your lashes, how it wears throughout the day, how it looks, how it defines my lashes, it's very, very comparable. And any kind of differences, anything that I could spy between all of these different mascaras, honestly, were just so nuanced that for me personally, I am not that picky of my mascara to be able to tell a difference, if that makes sense. Like, it's just kind of like so nuanced, it just doesn't matter to me. So definitely something to consider when you are listening to my review. I'm definitely not like a connoisseur of mascara, I think is how you would say it. I want a mascara to give me kind of what I have going on today on either eye, and I'm a happy camper. So for me personally, any of these mascaras, actually, I'm not a fan of the Lash Warrior, but any of these 4 mascaras, I love the results that I get from them, so I'm a very happy camper when it comes to those. So for me, with this mascara, doing what those mascaras do is kind of like, I will use it, I'm glad to have it, but it's not going to be a mascara that I ever repurchase, and it's not a mascara that's so, you know, does something so totally different. Kind of like with the Sky High mascara. I feel like when I tried this, it was such a dupe for the Bad Gal Bang, and it gave me more of a better lash that I like, that I was just like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I think it's totally worth it. I'm excited for you guys, and I gave it a very positive review. Whereas this one, while I don't think it's a bad mascara, it is more expensive, and it's not doing anything crazy different than other mascaras, so it's kind of like, like, get it if you want to. Wait for a sale, most definitely, but I'm not here going to tell you like, oh my goodness, this is something special. Benefit did something extraordinary with this mascara. In fact, if I'm comparing the Benefit Bad Gal Bang against their new mascara, I like the Benefit Bad Gal Bang better. But overall, like, it's not a bad mascara. I think it's very nice. I don't notice any major flaking unless I wore lashes. That's definitely something I did notice when I put on lashes. The side that I had this mascara on, it flaked a little bit, probably like a total of 5 flakes on my face throughout the day. And then the side that I had my Sky High mascara on, it didn't flake at all. So something to consider there. And also too, I want to note for curl, I know some people talk about like lashes, you know, holding a curl and keeping their lashes curled. As I said in the demo, I don't personally curl my lashes, and then also too, since I don't do anything to curl them, my lashes are just naturally like this when I apply mascara. And I looked up close every time I wore this mascara, and I couldn't really tell a difference for me personally in my lashes at the beginning of the day versus at the end of the day. They look pretty much identical, so I have no help in that respect. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope this review was helpful for you guys to be able to, you know, just see this new mascara, you know, put on my lashes, and not only see compared it, you know, to no mascara, but also to see compared it to one of my all-time favorite mascaras that is so much more affordable and one that I love and recommend all the time. So yeah, that is my video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys which side you prefer. I'd love to hear which mascara you prefer. Are you someone who tends to buy high-end mascaras, or do you prefer to go more drugstore mascaras? I'd love to hear all that down below in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed these type of videos where I review a new mascara and demo it against an old favorite, please hit the thumbs up button and let me know that down below in the comments, and I can definitely continue to do so if new mascaras come out that I'm super intrigued about, or as I said, I get it sent in PR. I'm happy to sit down and give you guys my thoughts, review, and an on-screen demo so you guys can see how they work with my lashes. But yeah, with all that said, if you want to continue getting daily content from me, I'm over on Instagram. I'm LadyKatie92. And yeah, I realize I'm talking very fast here at the end, and I know I'm going to get some comments about it. I am so sorry. I am at a bit of a time crunch, but I'm also I'm just talking fast this morning. I told you, I got the jitters. I drank too much coffee. So with all that said, I'll try to be a little more calm in my next video, but see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.